Okay guys, so I am here to do the next video, which is a top 25 Android game list, okay? Now these are the top 25 games I think that are really good to play. If you don't enjoy them, you can say that into the video. Speak your mind, guys. So we're going to start off with the number 25, and before I tell you, well, you can already see what it is. Shaltera. But before I go on, though, I just wanted to say that the last 10 of them, we're going to take a peek at the games themselves, just for a little bit, so maybe we'll even play the first one a little longer, so. Okay, so Shaltera is number 25. It's actually pretty tough game to boot. Well, the start actually isn't really that hard, but it does actually kind of get harder as you advance through. Alright, so that is number 25, guys. Okay, now number 24 is going to be... Just give me a minute. Okay, so number 24 is going to be this one right here, called Destiny Fantasia. Alright, now this game was actually a very cool game. It has been on my list for a while for games, for, Android games. It actually was at the top for some time. But then I decided, because of a certain reason, like, the cap in the game. I would have really liked it if they increased the cap in this game, because the cap seems to be a bit on the low side. But I still like the game, and I like how they made it the way they did, because it's like, Saga Frontier a little bit. So if you like the Saga Frontier game, it's a little like it, You might even like it because it's like it, so. Okay. Moving on to number 23, guys. Okay, so we're going to... let's see, I'm going to have to lift this. Yeah. Sorry about the wait here. Yeah, okay. So we're going to move on to this one right here. Ooh, let's see if I can focus on it. Sword of Alpicia. I think that's how you say that, right? Sword of Alpicia. I actually really enjoyed Sword of Alpicia. It was actually a really fun game. I got about 4 or 5 hours into it. It has been quite an adventure through this kind of game. It's not really like the As Divine games, but it's, I don't know, it has its similarities to it, but it's not exactly like it. And I'm not really that fond of the As Divine games. But, I mean, I guess because they made so many of them, but I don't know. Alright, so let's move on to the next game and not spend too much time on this one. We're going to move on to number 22, which is, and I'm going to get to that. Which is this one right here. Ooh, let me see. This one actually has some really good music. If you really play this game, it's a really fun game. Definitely try this game out, guys. I think you should. It's called Chroma Quaternion. I think I didn't say that last part right. Quaternion. Quaternion? Oh wait, no, not Quaternion. See, that one's a little tougher to pronounce, huh? Chroma Quaternion. So. Okay, so we're going to move on number 21, which is, oh, here we go. Now this one is actually, ooh, where is it? Oh, there we go, okay. It's called Legend of Tetrarchs, okay? Or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, Tetrarchs. So this game is basically one of the first games that they made where they used kind of a newer engine and it was actually really good. But the reason why it's kind of on the lower end because of some problems the game has, and believe me, this game has some, some pretty nasty issues. But it's not something that really gets in the way of you beating the game or anything. But it's still like I don't think they really finished the development of it, and they didn't really. They really should have made this game a little better, in my opinion. Anyways, we're going to move on to number 20, guys. Alright. Let's see. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I think I went too far. Okay, yeah. Let's see right here. Yep. So this one is actually called Shaltera, the Sky World. I think it's called the Sky World or something like that. Yep, Sky World. Now, this one actually is a pretty fun game. It does get a bit challenging, like number 25, which we know what that is, which is the Soul of Deva. But it doesn't get that way until about a bit ways into the game now. So if you really like that kind of game, this actually is a pretty good game, actually. Okay, and we're going to move on from this one. Ooh, Shalteria. I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Shaltera to number 19. All right. Oh, yes. This one. Let's, we gotta go over here. Okay. Yep, right here. Oop. Right here. Alright, so Dimension Cross is actually number 19, and I really think it deserves this spot. I've played about halfway through, even though I know I haven't really finished it. I have to say that the game is actually fairly decent. One thing I don't really like about this game, even though I know other games do it, and don't get me wrong, guys, I do like a challenge in my games, but it seems like, especially in a game like Dimension Cross, that they always are matching you up against well, not always, I'm sorry. Every now and then they match you up against an enemy that is, like, versus your, like kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like they make you fight an enemy that's, like, around your power level, I guess is kind of like the way what I'm trying to get at. Not that it's unbeatable. It's very beatable. It's a very beatable game. It's definitely not quite as easy as some might think. Though, like I said, you fight those type of enemies in the game. It is a fun game, though, I will say. So Dimension Cross. All right. All right, that would be number 19. We're gonna move on to number 18. I'm trying to see here. Where's 18? Oh, right here. Oh. Ah. Oh, right here. Okay, so number 18, I decided was actually Heirs of the Kings, which is actually a really great game. I mean, I've played it through and through, and if you like this kind of game, Heirs of the Kings, I think you'll really enjoy this kind of RPG. Has a good story to it. I'm going to move on to the next one, though, guys. Okay? Alright. I'm sorry. Okay. So we're going to be moving on to 17. Okay. And 17 actually is the start of... Okay. Is this one right here. Revenant Saga. Now, this is actually the first of Well, I wouldn't say it's the first time they made a 3D RPG, but this is one of their 3D RPGs where the battle system is actually 3D, and I actually really like that about Revenant Saga. It's actually pretty fun to boot, for a game that this developer actually makes, which is kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so that was 17, right? I think that was 17. Yep. So we're gonna move on to 16. Okay. Oh, right here. Okay. Yeah, because in here it doesn't actually say illusions. It just says La Falcia. Okay, but this is actually Illusions of La Falcia. Okay, which is actually a very fun RPG again, which the battles are in 3D. I think you'll have fun with a game like this. If you don't like La Falcia, okay, say so in the video if you don't like it. Alright, we're going to move on to the next one, which is 15. Oh. Ah, right here. Okay. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this one actually is Glorious Savior. Okay? This one is actually... It's actually a good game. I mean, and again, it's one of those ones that have the 3D battle engine. It's fun to boot. It does, like, if you were to pick the hardest difficulty, it's really, really hard at the start. But once you kind of grind yourself in a bit, it does get a little easier. You just have to kind of keep going to, like, your bed and stuff like that and keep healing and stuff like that. But this is a really fun game. I really enjoy Glorious Savior. Even on its hardest difficulty, it's a fun game to boot. And I hope if you guys actually like Glorious Savior, that'd be great. That's great, because I like it too. Alright, now let's go to number 14. Now these games are going to be getting better and better, I think, so. Okay, so... Oh, this one's just under this one. Okay, so this one's just under... let me see if I can find it. Dogma. Alright, I know. Ooh, there we go. Now Revenant, this is actually Revenant Dogma, guys. So the thing with this is just that it's like another one of those games where the battle system is like 3D. It's really cool. It's really fun. Dogma is actually a pretty fun game. If you guys ever want to play it, I mean, you can always try and play it. Another game by Kemco. Alright. And so that was actually number 14, so we're going to be working on number 13. Which is Alpha Diagenesis 2. Where is it? Ooh, right here. Ah, here we go. Alright. So, if you guys actually like the Alpha Diagenesis games, we might as well just do these together, because number 12 is also Alpha Diagenesis, which is right above here. So, we can do number 13 and number 12, like that. Alright. These games are actually paired together. I mean, we know the Alpha Dia games. They usually have some astounding stories. I mean, usually better than, some of the other stories that they throw out there. And they're actually pretty intriguing and pretty fun to play through. And these are the 3D actual Alpha Dia games, so you should have fun actually playing these. Both Alpha Dia Genesis 2 and the first one, which are both in 13 and 12. Okay, now let's move on to 11. Alright. Which is actually... Now this one actually got some hype when it first released. Right here. Okay, I see it. Right here. Okay. Now this one's actually called Ruinverse, and it's actually a fairly fun game to boot. I have played this game. The thing is it's kind of like tactical. Some like the tactical games out there, where like when you grind, the EXP starts to drop. I don't know if you like that kind of thing. I never really had a problem with it, to be quite honest, and it seemed pretty fairly balanced as far as that's concerned. As long as if you were on the harder version of it that you kind of grinded, but the game actually does, like others, give you extra things if you play on the harder mode. So it's not like they just throw harder enemies at you and stuff like that, and then you just got to deal with that. You know, they actually reward you more for playing on the harder difficulties. See, that's what I like too about playing games on harder difficulties. I like being rewarded more. You know, because I'm going through difficult time. You know, I want that. You know. Anyway, so let's move on to number 10. And so what we're gonna do, and what I've decided to do, let's see if I can do this properly here. I'm not going to move this stuff, guys. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my phone like this, okay, and we're going to look at the number 10, which is infinite links. Here, maybe it would be easier if I did it like this, no? Yeah, it probably would be a little easier. Yeah, I'm going to unplug it too. Alright, so the number 10 is actually infinite links, and so I'm going to press on it. Where is it? Oh, right here. Now, actually, I've honestly been playing... Here, I've been playing this for some time, actually. So you guys can actually... Yeah, we can actually check some of it out. We'll load a game up real quick. This was actually my last file. It's actually like, it's actually pretty fun. Like, I mean, I'll get into a battle, just to see, show you guys. I mean, it's pretty fun game, I think. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty strong, and that whole thing's actually pretty cool to boot. I don't know if I'm holding this right. It is pretty hard, though, especially on the hardest mode. But it rewards you, you know, like other games. Alright. That's pretty cool. I think so, well. Alright. So, here, I'm gonna... Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do another game on here. Let's see. So that was number 10. We're gonna do number 9. Okay. Let me see, where is number... Oh, right here. Oh, I could not wait to even show you this one, guys. So this one I am gonna show you. I'm gonna just do here. So this one's actually called Cross Hearts Arcadia. Alright. Yeah. I know it might be a little too bright, so... Okay. I'll just press the continue button. And this is what, like, a battle's like in this game, too. I'll just show you a little bit. I love the battle system and the music in itself. Yeah, so that's just that game. I mean, it's pretty fun to boot, guys. Here. Oh, Okay. Well. So the next one will be number 8. Okay. You saw a little bit of that. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, this one's good too. 8. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, right here. I've beaten this quite a few times. It's actually. It sounds like Fortune of Magus, doesn't it? We'll do a continue. I'll just show you from this one. Is it a little too light? It seems like the camera might be a little too light. Okay. Oops, sorry. Alright. You can actually hit attack on your phone, and then it gets down. Alright. I mean, it's not a bad game. I enjoy it. I've beaten this like so many times too. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I really like Fortune of Magus. Okay. And that was number 8, so we're gonna go to number 7. Okay. Which is actually another game that I have beaten. I mean, I beat quite a few of these games. Like, I beat Cross Hearts Arcadia. I beat Grace of L'Etoile. I actually even beat quite a few others, to be quite honest. Silver Nornier, a bunch of them. So let's move on to number 7, which I said was Grace of L'Etoile, which I have actually beaten now, and it's actually a good game too. I actually like Grace of L'Etoile. I'm going to show you Grace of L'Etoile. We'll do a battle. There. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, well. Oh. Alright. Is this like the end area? There. I don't know if I can even get it into one. Oh, there we go. I think these are like some of the... Yeah, end enemies, so... I can just push it on auto. Yeah. Alright, so you guys saw that. Alright, I'm gonna just do... Okay. Alright. Sorry. Okay, so that was actually Grace of L'Etoile, which actually was... I actually enjoy Grace of L'Etoile. I don't know if you guys actually do. It's pretty fun. Has a good story to it, too. Well, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it, you know? So we're going to move on to number 6, okay? Now, number 6 is the start of them... Did I actually say that's the start? I'm sorry. It was the second one I think they made using a kind of slightly newer engine. Am I wrong about this? So this one's actually called Monster Aviator. I'm going to show you this. And this is number 6. I'm sorry, not Aviator, Monster Aviator. Even upon the starting screen. Okay. Oh, this one's a little different where you gotta move the character around. I think I'm on the world map right now. Okay, now you can do auto for the battle system, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, you don't have to, but, you know, it's a fun game to boot, you know? I enjoy it. I play it every now and then. Okay. Alright. So that was number 6. Now we're going to move on to number 5. We can play number 5. Okay, my number 5, guys, is friggin' cool, alright? So, let me explain this to you guys. It's definitely one of my favorites on the Android. I mean, this has been actually in the top 5 for quite a while, I'm not gonna lie. And this one's actually called Blood of Calamity. Okay? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, right here. It actually starts out fairly difficult. Oh, what the heck's happening? Okay, there we go. Sign me in. Okay. Okay. I love the music, I love the battle system, the story is decent. I'm gonna put it on auto for now. Auto does a pretty fair job in this one too. And then after the battle, yeah, like that. And that's just like an idea of what this. Here, we'll play a different. You know what? We'll play another battle. Here, go for another battle because this is number 5. Yeah, man. So actually can't really go into the forest, huh? Oh, yeah, these enemies are actually not that easy. We got some defense stuff. Yeah. I think this is actually the furthest I've really been in Blood of Calamity. This is where I am right now. Yeah, see? I love this game, though. I love it. Yep. And you do grind. Like I said, like, when you first really start off in this game, I mean, you have to grind quite a bit, guys, in the beginning. But, I mean, it's not that bad, though, I don't think. I mean, well. Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. This, oh. There we go. Okay, so that was number 5, and I'm glad you guys were able to see number 5. I think you guys are going to even like number 4 better. But we'll see. We'll see how that is. Let's see. Oh, yes, yes. Well, I'm pretty sure some of you have already played this one. Possibly even beaten a game like this one. And this one's actually... Where is it? Over here, okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Well, it's just gonna take a minute, guys. I'm sorry. It's gonna unpack the files and stuff. Ah. Okay. So this is actually, I think some of you may already know. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I love playing my Symphony of the Night. I can play a little bit of it, huh? Ooh. I'll probably die, because I'm just playing this awkward right now. Oh. Okay, so... Oops. Oh. Yeah. I don't think I was safe for right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. But I think you guys get it. And I love playing this one too. I know it's a little rickety, but it's kind of hard playing at the angle that I'm playing at. And it's really fun to play. I mean, you guys know how to play Symphony of the Night. I'm sure, right? Have you guys actually played Symphony of the Night? Oh my god, I love Symphony of the Night. So that is actually, yes, my number 4 spot. Okay, so now that we're getting down to 3, guys. 3 is actually, and then other than this one, I actually couldn't wait to show you guys this one. This one is freaking, I love this one. Alright, so this is actually another one of the ones from Kemco that was actually made with a kind of different, I guess, kind of different engine or different make, you know? And it's actually called this. It's called Crystal Ortho. And this is actually number 3. I love the music of this game. Oh my god. Alright. So let's do a continue. Okay? This was actually pretty cool. I mean, it's not hard, I know, but... Well, I'm not really in a hard area. Maybe I'll show you a different one. Different file. I've been actually... Well, let me save this one and I'll show you a different... I think it's this one, right? Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. Something odd about it. Now this guy is freaking hard boss. The bosses in this game are insanely difficult, though. I will say that. Oh. Let's see how we do on auto. He is pretty hard, though. I mean, this guy can kill all my characters. And he can auto-recover. So they can last for a while. Alright, so this is just, you know, I know you guys want to see the full battle, but we gotta move on to the next one, guys. But that's just like a small showcase of number 3, you know? And I think it's actually a pretty nice game to boot, you know? And it's called Crystal Ortho, and it's made by Kemco, so... And I honestly think it's definitely one of Kemco's better RPGs. And I guess that's my opinion. Alright. Now, number 2 is none other than, and I actually have this on my phone, I actually have all of these on my phone if all of them really release, but it's actually none other than this one. When it comes up, well, you can see the printing in the corner, huh? This is actually Disgaea 1. This is actually number 2. We'll play one map, and I'll show you one map.
King Krijeskoy,
oh wait.
the mighty ruler of the Netherworld.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me restart that. I'm sorry, guys. I perked the wrong one. I wanted to load. Oops, I'm sorry. Yeah, restart. That's okay. Right here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, one, it started Etna's, and then I had one that started Laharl's. So there's an Etla and a Laharl mode. We'll play... this one. Okay. This is Laharl, so... I mean, it looks a little cleaner than past Disgaea 1 remakes, a little bit. We'll do the tutorial. I think, oh wait, no, we'll go back on. Let me see. Weird drill? Really? Alright, we'll do the practice now. I didn't really get that far, so we can do auto. So this game actually, it has auto. And see, that's kind of like what it's all about, you know? Well, that'll be the first time. I'll take that all off and go back. Alright, I'm gonna do a save on this one. Okay, you guys got to see a little bit of that, which is really good. Now, number one, some of you actually might be surprised. Some of you might be like, oh, that was, you know, that's one I have. Okay. And this is actually number one. Oh, just continue. Okay. Hold on. I love the music of this game, guys. It's number one. It's called SOLEX, Stone of Life. Okay, let's see. What? Oh. What's left now? Alright, so... Well, I've started through this game a bunch of times, so... I get these. We'll do a skip. Because all my men expected me to do the same. Let's see about that. Ooh. Well, who are you? Who with the mess? Let's skip and get to... Okay. There's no plus? Okay. I guess I missed something here. Oh, there we go. Oops. Oh, crap. I just went back, didn't I? Oops. Might be a little hard, guys. I keep going in and out. It's a little hard. I'm sorry, guys. Nope. All right. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. There it is. I hit all the wrong buttons, huh? Alright, so that's kind of like the gist of, you know, Soul. I mean, it's an action RPG. It is so fun to play, guys. It's definitely worth the #1 spot. I mean, I've been having fun with it. They haven't changed really anything. I don't think they changed anything really about it that, you know, that needs to be changed, honestly, because it's a really good game. I mean, it's gotten 5 stars across the board, so it is a pretty fun game to beat. So if you guys want to play Soul, actually, it's a really good game. Soul EX. Check it out, guys. And before I leave, I'm going to actually do some honorable mentions. But these honorable mentions, by the way, I'll just show you the apps themselves, like just like the whatever you call them. Well, you know, the pictures. The app pictures. What do you call them? Thumbnails. So I'm gonna show you a few of them that I actually think that are honorable mentions, and then we can walk away from this. All right, so we're gonna actually start off with this one over here, called Lexathon. Okay, I think it's a very fun to boot game. It's not an RPG, but it's very fun, and you have to use the center letter, okay, and you have to create as many words as you can with the letters surrounding that center letter, and you have to use the center letter. And I mean, it's a really ingenious game. I mean, it's definitely not my #1, but it's definitely a good game, guys. So try out Lexathon. Another one I actually wanted to go after is actually this one over here on the bottom, called Monochrome Order. This one's also a pretty good game to boot. It's another one of those RPGs, but this one's actually a little different. You get like these judgments, so like you can actually go through the game and judge what you would rather happen, and depending on which one you judge will depend on what story portions you'll go through, which is actually it's actually a pretty different kind of game. I actually kind of enjoyed it in that respect, and there's 5 different endings to it too, to boot. I'm going to show you another game that actually is definitely worth playing if you want to play it, and it's actually called right here. This is definitely one I wanted to show. It's called Drive Parking 4. Well, DR parking for. This is actually, you know, when I first played this game, I thought it was a freaking awesome game because no matter what I would do, I would beat every single person at this game. And basically, what you do is you have to beat other people to a parking spot, and I think that's freaking rad. Okay, but I mean. I mean, how many of you guys actually want to try and beat somebody else to a parking spot? It's actually, you know, I actually really like DR Parking 4, and I enjoy the game quite a bit, so. But, I mean, it's not in my top 25, but, you know, it's definitely a fun game to boot, though, if you guys ever want to pick this one up. And right next door, actually, we can actually talk about Dragon Quest 2. Look at that. There's another game that, you know, you guys can just pick up. This one's actually one of the better renditions of Dragon Quest 2, by the way, and it's a very fun game to boot. There is one more I want to mention that is actually worth mentioning to me, and it's called... I'm going to get to it. It's actually called... Where is it? It's like the pain in my butt game. Right here. It's called Liege Dragon. Now, some people really don't like this game, and that's mostly because the final two areas are a royal pain in the ass. Okay? And I'm not kidding when I say that. I mean, it's like it takes all your magic, it takes all your hit points. I mean, it just obliterates, like, the last two areas just obliterates all your characters. I mean, but I'm gonna be honest, there's something I really do like about Liege Dragon, even though it has its downsides, and it's pretty major, to be quite honest, but it's, you know, if you kind of like this kind of game where, you know, you like to actually strategize a bit more in your battles, this is actually the kind of game that's for you. Because that's the kind of game that Liege Dragon is, you know, it takes strategy to win a lot of the battles in Liege Dragon. And I think it's, you know, worth talking about. And one last game I'm going to actually talk about. Did I actually say that before, that was the last game? Okay, well, let's talk about this one before I go. Okay. Because I did actually want to talk about this one. And it's called Fern's Gate, okay? Now, this one's actually another one I think you guys should actually play. It's a really fun RPG, and I mean, the combat is kind of basic, you know, but it's, like I say, it's fun, and I think you guys should try it out. Fern's Gate. Alright, well, I thank you guys for actually watching my top 25 Android games, you know, for 2021. This is actually, you know, I mean, there's a few new games to the list. There's a few games that I actually dropped. Yeah, I dropped some of the ones that were like, I haven't made a video like this in a while for the Android games. There was some that I actually dropped, and I remember I dropped Future Fight. They changed so much of Future Fight. It was not what I wanted, okay? And I just completely dropped it. I also played some others that were like by Square Enix, and I mean, even though I enjoyed them, it took too much space, I think. Maybe I just didn't enjoy them enough to keep them on my phone or something like that. Case in case, you know. And the other one, actually, and I think you guys might have remembered, that open world game that I used to have, I actually got rid of too, which was kind of like a GTA-ish kind of game. I mean, it was kind of fun, but it had some really awkward controls, though, that I just could not really get a grip of, you know? It's not... I guess I really just could not handle some of the controls of the game, and it was just not that good. And controls do matter, guys, when it comes to games, so... Well, at least to me, they do. The game has some pretty bad controls. I mean, that's kind of saying something. But anyways, I thank you guys for actually watching this video. And I do plan on making another top Android list, probably next year or the year after. I don't know. we'll see what happens. And I hope some new ones actually do release, so, and that are better than the ones that I actually own right now. Okay, so thank you guys for watching the top 25 Android games list.